We had several guys out here this weekend. All of us did a Depression era presentation. So the clothing, the equipment, the gear, everything that we used to experience this camp and this hunt, we did as our forefathers would have done it during the Depression era. It's kind of called classic camping. And it was a really, really good time. One of the things that I did this weekend with the guys was when we got done squirrel hunting on the first day and they came back into camp, after we got settled in, I had them do a pocket dump for you. So you could see what everybody was carrying as they were hunting in their pockets, just like we do everyday pocket dumps nowadays. I see them all the time on Facebook, YouTube, and places like that. I thought we'd do a early 20th century pocket dump, and I would also film myself and what I had in my pockets that day. Although I didn't hunt the first day, I could show what was in my pockets anyway, just in case I were to go hunting. I would have the same things in my pocket, adding just a couple of shells or something like that to the mix. And then I thought beyond that, we could kind of go over what I have in this camp and what I had in this camp for the weekend, because it was a full weekend camp, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, out here at the Pathfinder School. And I thought maybe you'd be interested in what I have in here for a period impression of the Depression era for a hunting camp. Okay guys, I thought what we'd do is start with my belt and then go to my pockets. So I've got a model 1910 38 pre-victory revolver here, Smith & Wesson. I've got a simple belt knife, just a butcher style knife, and 5 shells in a leather case on a brown leather belt. All right, pretty simple. Pocket dump was also very simple. I try to keep things as easy and uncomplicated as possible and carry the important stuff, okay? So here we go. One pocket, trench lighter, matches in a waterproof case, old Remington double-bladed knife. That's one side of my pockets, okay? Other side has got 2 extra shotgun shells, paper cartridges, and a 1910 U.S. Engineering Department compass, okay? Pathfinding was a big thing back in the day. Horace Kephart had an entire chapter dedicated to it in his book, and it's kind of where the name of the Pathfinder School came from to begin with. It was called pathfinding back in the day, rather than necessarily navigation, because you were finding a new path through unknown areas. So the only other thing I have other than, normal pocket carry that I just showed you, I do have a small pair of 6 power field glasses here around my neck. They're adjustable here. Adjust them in and out, just like this. They are 6 power, good for identifying game at a distance in quick fashion, and they'll tuck right into the shirt pocket of like a 1910 style work shirt. And if you like this shirt, Nathan Logsdon sells these on his website. I would definitely go check them out. It's a very, very comfortable shirt. Okay guys, so that pretty much takes care of my pocket carry. The only thing I would add to that if I were going out to hunt for a few hours would be a canteen and my Model 97 Winchesters, what I had out here this weekend for hunting. But any double barrel, single shot shotgun of the period would work for that just as well. Again, the 38 caliber revolver is more of a personal protection piece, kind of a latch ditch thing that you would have. That's a larger caliber pistol. If I were on the trap line, that would probably be a 22, not a 38, okay? What I want to talk to you guys about now is I want to introduce you to some of the other guys that were at the hunting camp this weekend. Let them show you their pocket carry. Some of them are more elaborate, some of them less elaborate. Some of these guys you will recognize, some of them you won't. But if you don't recognize them, I would urge you to go check out their YouTube channels because they have some great, great content. 20th Century Adventures is Nathan Logsdon's channel. You have Waypoint Survival, of course, James Bender. You all know who he is. You have Sarge Vining's channel, which I've talked about in other videos as well. And then you also have Honorable Outfitters, which is Shawn Dyer's channel. All 4 of those guys have some great content on YouTube. I would encourage you to go check them out. I'm going to introduce you to them now in case you don't know who they are, and let them show you their pocket dump. So stay with me.
Morning, I'm Edward Lindy, currently living in Kansas. In today's hunt at Squirrel Camp 24, I carried a hanky, a game carrier, pocket knife, Marbles Woodsman's knife, squirrel call, matches, wax paper for fire starting, about 10 shells, and a hunting license.
So this old herder squirrel call right here is really cool. You can see it's got a hollow chamber in here, just a piece of thin metal over the top, and a knurled piece of bar. You can just put your finger on there, make it sound like a squirrel cutting a nut. Pretty cool old squirrel call.
My name is Robert Scheib. I'm from Bradford, Ohio, and this is my pocket dump. Got a compass, old pocket watch, small container, and a handkerchief.
Yeah, this is James Bender with Waypoint Survival, and we're out here at the 2024 squirrel hunt camp. And so I'm just going to do a pocket dump and show you what I'm carrying today. And of course you can see I've got some shells along with my vest here. I'm also carrying a pewter whistle and a compass around the neck. Pewter's non-magnetic, so it's not going to affect the compass at all, but it keeps it close to me so I can always have that to hand. Also carrying my key, which goes with my lockbox for my ammunition and everything for my gun kit. Pair of glasses in case I need to stare up into the sun looking for squirrels. Sits right here. A couple extra shells in the pocket just for walking along. My right vest pocket, I'm carrying a Prince Albert can, and inside's a number of survival items. I did a video on this on my channel, but basically we've got some small fishing kit, got some first aid, just some aspirin and some band-aids, a fishing kit that's got some hooks and sinkers in it, Boy Scout knife with multiple blades, small fishing bobber in case I decide to do that kind of fishing, got a stub of a candle, and then some matches in a waterproof case. So that's what rides in there. Other than that, just my hunting license and things that I might need to get a squirrel. If I do get one, we've got our, down my belt here, we've got a hatchet. This is the S-Wing from the 1920s. And over here, we've got the 1920s Abercrombie and Fitch skinning knife.
Okay, Don Bowlby from Salina, Ohio. That's up in Mercer County. Start off with my smoking pipe, stuff I carry with me hunting, compass, empty shot shell because I'm a leave no trace kind of guy. I got a couple leftover oatmeal cookies. Shoot black powder shells, got a dozen of them. Telescope. And we'll go to the other pocket here. Got my Acme whistle, some gloves. And let's see what else we got. Oh, most importantly, I got a quarter for a telephone call.
Hi, I'm Shawn from Honorable Outfitters YouTube channel, and thanks for coming on and checking out the squirrel camp that Dave's putting on here at his property, and I'm putting a little bit of help into it. So my pocket trash, I have a moose pattern pocket knife. I've got my 1920s compass. I've got a Zippo lighter. And I have a Marbles match case full of matches. Got my Kephart style knife. I've got my bandana. I've got my hunting license, and not period correct waterproofing. I've got my tube whistle, which came in useful when I was trying to find my son earlier, and my pocket watch to keep time. And that's why I carry it in my pockets when I go hunting.
Howdy, this is Nathan Logsdon from 20th Century Adventures and also owner of Logsdon & Co. So I didn't go out to hunt today. I decided to stay back in camp. One of the most important people in a squirrel camp or hunting camp in general is going to be the people that stay behind and make sure food's ready when people come back from the hunt. And I'm not that guy. I'm the second most important guy. I'm the guy that kept the firewood split and ready to go for the guy who was doing the cooking. So I don't have a lot of cool stuff in my pockets, but I've got my belt axe. That came in real handy. And of course, you always got to be ready with your salt and pepper. And I've got a knife. And just in case something wanders into camp, I'm carrying my .38 Special, Smith & Wesson. And if we happen to hear somebody blow one of those whistles, I've got, oh, it came off there. I've got a compass, and I can take a reading before I go out into the woods so that I know how to get back to camp with whoever's lost.
All right, boys, this is it. Time to hit the rack. Last night at squirrel camp. We'll see you in the morning. All right, guys. Well, listen, I appreciate you joining me for this quick video on the pocket dumps of the participants from the 2024 Depression Era Squirrel Camp out here at the Pathfinder School. And if you're interested in coming out to the school for training, just go to selfrelianceoutfitters.com. You can check us out. We have a full schedule of classes on there for at least the first half of 2025 and the remainder of 2024 as well. What I can do is shoot a second part of this video going over everything that I brought to camp this weekend. So if you'd like to see a video like that, I'll leave this set up here and I'll wait for this video to post in the comments to start posting on this video. And if that's the case, I'll come back out here in the morning and I'll shoot the rest of this because I've got a lot of cleanup to do this afternoon, things I've got to take care of. So I won't be out here tonight, but I can leave this set up out here from the weekend. Tomorrow, come back out and shoot everything that I had out here for the weekend if you would like to see it. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for our school, for family, for business, for all of our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends. And I'll be back with another video as soon as I can, guys. Thanks.